Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a pretty simple one, just sort of going over how the Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX disc system works. And while we did have a previous video here on the channel sort of speculating about what it could be and discussing how the original disc system worked, we now have the game so we can definitively say how the disc system works. So you could definitely check out that video if you are interested in how the system used to work back in Monster Rancher 1 and 2 on PS1, but otherwise we're going to talk about how the system works in the current games. The basic rundown of this video will be how do you activate this system, what types of discs are available via it, and we're also going to touch on something that a lot of people have been asking me regarding online versus offline, especially as it pertains to the Nintendo Switch, if you want to have access to the compendium of songs. That said, let's dive in. Okay, so first things first, if you don't know, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX is essentially a remaster for the first two Monster Rancher games that is now out on Nintendo Switch, Steam, and iOS. I personally picked up the Steam version, and I know some people with the Switch version. However, I can't really attest to the iOS version in this video, as the games did just come out, and I haven't been able to see much about that, but I'm assuming it's very similar when it comes to these various systems. Anyways, whether you're playing Monster Rancher 1 or Monster Rancher 2, you can access the disc system by going to the shrine and selecting the disc option in either game. The game itself utilizes the same dialogue that was from the originals, so it actually assumes you're putting discs in, but when you do go ahead and open up the menu, a search bar for artist and title will appear. Now, there were a lot of rumors and thoughts about what exactly would be available, as what's mostly mentioned in official media and marketing is that you can select your favorite songs. However, songs are not the only discs available. You can also select actual game discs, and even for some songs, they're not just old songs. There's also a mix of newer songs as well, and a lot of obscure stuff. You can search up Naruto covers, Digimon music, Pokemon theme songs. Hell, you can even search Nexomon Extinction and something pops up. From what I could tell so far, based on our stream that we did last night, songs that were present back in the PS1 days will net the same results as the original discs would on either game, at least with Species. Our testing pool was quite small, so of course this could be contested as more research is done. Either way, you simply search for your artist or your track, and then you can select from the list of various songs or games that you want to insert, and just like that, it'll create a monster from them. It's important to keep in mind that Monster Rancher 1 and 2 are indeed separate games, despite using the same song list, and as of such, using these discs in different games will actually net different results. So if you have your favorite song or game, you might want to go ahead and give it a try on both versions. One thing that is also really cool is that they've added a randomizer button, so you could literally just get random monsters right off the bat without even having to select a specific song or a game, and this could lead to some really cool, fun, sort of randomizer type game sessions where you go for just complete random results and just have a good time with it. In terms of whether or not you can use a disc system on or offline, yes, you can use them offline. I have asked around. People on Switch are saying it works offline, and I actually disabled internet on my PC just to test it for myself for Steam, and yes, it works. So that isn't an issue you have to worry about. You shouldn't have to worry about Nintendo Switch Online or anything like that in order to utilize it. But yeah, this is a super basic video, sort of clearing the air of how exactly the system works. It's a lot more user-friendly on Steam, in my opinion, since you could use your keyboard to type in the various songs, whereas on Nintendo Switch, there's no keyboard there. So keep that in mind if that's a deal breaker for you. But other than that, I do hope this video was at least useful to those wondering about the differences, and if you do want to see more Monster Rancher content, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of fun videos ranging from fun breakdown content like going over the various starters and beginner guides in general, which will then range up to more advanced guides, which I'm going to be enlisting the help of my buddy Hipster Snack for. So in general, it's going to be a fun time, and I'm really excited to delve more into the games because from what I've been playing so far, I'm really enjoying it, even more so than I thought that I would. With me being someone who generally prefers more adventure-esque monster taming games, I was genuinely surprised by how much fun I was having with Monster Rancher. The battle system is really fun. Experimenting with fusions and the various songs and games that can create monsters as well is also a ton of fun, and it's making me really want to go buy Monster Rancher 3 and 4 on PS2 just to try those out. Anyways, all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Special thanks to my patrons, especially Jim Hamilton and Steel Case, and with that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.